Like I mentioned, it's just a day to the repeat election, and we are focusing on it, looking at this from all angles. And on that note, allow me to welcome our viewers from KTN Home. Thank you so much for joining us on KTN Prime. I'd like to cross over to my colleague Timothy Otieno, who's in Kisumu. And there have been a lot of concern on the ground with respect to the anti-IEBC protests, with the police coming under fire, quote, for police brutality in handling some of those protests. Timothy Otieno is in Kisumu for us. He has been there for a while. Timothy, what have you managed to gather from the ground?
Well, Linda, today's protests were uncharacteristically peaceful as compared to other anti-IEBC demonstrations that have been witnessed in this side of the country. Now, because of a governor's directive, the demonstrations within this particular county take about 6 hours, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. where they conclude. The same practice was experienced today when the procession began around 9 a.m. in Kondele. They made their way to the IEBC headquarters, gave their petition, insisted they would boycott the elections, and even gave a warning to the international community to remain balanced in this entire exercise, after which they went back to Kondele and the crowd dispersed. But as late as 4 p.m. this evening, Linda, some of our sources on the ground had reported that at least 3 people had been injured in mysterious circumstances but linked to the conclusion of those demonstrations. Now, 2 of them are gentlemen who have received serious injuries and are currently admitted at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Referral Hospital, that is better known as Russia Hospital here in Kisumu County, and one of them is a lady who had tear gas lobbied at her house in Nyawita. Now, these 3 are today's victims, but over the last 1 month or so, many have received serious injuries, including one fatality of a 19-year-old boy who was buried in Homa Bay County. Look at the story. Hey! This amateur video has been doing the rounds on social media. It captures border operators being severely flogged by police officers. Online users identified the road, pinning the location in Kondele Estate, Kisumu City. Many were quick to brand this as evidence of police brutality during the weekly anti-IEBC demonstrations by NASA supporters. The demonstrations were taking place a few meters from where this video was allegedly captured. Our attempts to track down the author of the video were unsuccessful, but 24-year-old Ezekiel Otieno says he's one of the victims captured in the video.
That Friday nilienda job, na ikifika saa 11, as usual tunafunga saa 11, na nilikuwa nimekuja kwa pikipiki yangu. So kufika Entebbe, there was a private vehicle ikanigonga from behind. Kuanguka chini hivi, mapolisi wakatoka from that vehicle wakaanza kunipiga. Hapo ndipo walichukua pesa yangu ambayo nilikuwa nayo 500. Halafu kumaliza kunipiga, wakapiga pikipiki yangu, halafu wakatoroka.
He claims that police officers beat him up and left him with a broken arm. In the video, one officer is seen beating up a boda operator before destroying their motorcycle. Residents say they are shocked by the brutality, and many now think that it's all premeditated.
Mapolisi anatumia njia nyingine si poa. Tena mapolisi ndio nakula chakula zetu. Naona watoto wetu wanakufa. Watu kutoka shule wawezi fika kwa nyumba, tuko na shida ya ndogo mingi sana.
Mimi kama binafsi nalipa tax. Na hii tax hainisaidii. Hii tax inaenda inasaidia wengine, sisi tunabaki hapa. Hii task yangu ndio wanalipa naye mapolisi wanakuja kutuua hapa. Hata hii bunduki ambayo inaua watoto wetu, hizi mabunduki na hizi risasi, ni pesa yangu.
The man placed at the helm of the county's security in this election rerun has his work cut out for him. In his first week in office, his biggest assignment is to convince the county residents that police are not targeting one ethnic community.
Hardly will we use live arms. We have water cannons, we have tear gas, and all we are asking is them to be law-abiding.
But the residents of Forem's estate in Kisumu insist they have been law-abiding. In fact, many say they have never left their homes to join the Friday the 13th protests. But on that night, police descended on their neighborhood.
Wakaanza tu kuvunja. Wakivunja tu wakipita, wanavunja tu wakipita. Alafu wanasema tokeni nje, sisi ni Mungiki.
Wakakuja wakavuza dirisha. Naona vile walivunja hapa. Walivunja huko.
Chapa mpaka glasi ziliingia mpaka kwa kitanda kwa sababu nilikuwa nalala huko ndani ya kitanda. Sasa wakaniambia ya kwamba tokeni nje, sisi ni Mungiki na tunataka wanaume wote watoke. Bila nilisikia hivyo, mimi nikatoka kwa kitanda nikaenda pale kwa kiti nikakaa hapo mpaka wakatoka.
It's a nightmare that became reality for the family of 18-year-old Michael Okoth Okello. Michael was shot in the neck during the demonstration. His family alleges that his throat was slit open by a police officer who retrieved the bullet from his body.
Hii bullet ilipatikana yeye alikuwa anasema
Si walitoa?
Walitoa. Na wakamdunga kisu 3.
Wapi?
Hapa.
So a bullet haikuwa ipatikana. Have you heard of that case? Can you confirm whether this boy was shot as a protester or was he an innocent bystander? And has anybody been arrested or brought to book over that?
Well, that case I've not heard of it.
As Michael is buried at his native home in Kendu Bay, Homa Bay County, the residents of Manyata Estate are left with more questions than answers. It is the picture of Mike Okoth Okello and this plate that are the two mechanisms that are being used to raise awareness within this community in Manyata of the latest victim of police brutality in this county after the anti-IEBC demonstrations went south a few days ago. No one has been brought to book for his killing. Timothy Otieno, KTN News.